Hey guys, how's it going? So I tried making this video, recording this. I went way too long. I'm gonna try to cut this down and make it quick for you guys. To know it's hard to stay focused after 10 minutes, or whatever. So I'm gonna get this fast and short as I can. It's a little alarming, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is really alarming news for me, and I think that might affect you guys as well. But you know, I think that's something that I've been praying and God's been telling me, you know, maybe just shoot this video or do what I'm doing now, just making a little short video with it. Um, sorry if the quality is a little bad. I'm using my AirPods out here and it's kind of windy. But anyways, this is a dream I've had, guys. Three particular dreams I've had reoccurring in the same week. Okay. The first dream I've had, guys. I've had multiple times the same kind of one for multiple times. I'll get over to the other two. But this dream, um, it's been happening multiple times in my life. It's been me at the beach on the coast, and then there's a massive tsunami I see in front of me, coming towards me. I'm running, guys. I'm running away from the tsunami, and I wake up. Okay? Most of the time I think, oh, it's a nightmare, whatever. But the more times I've had this, the more detail I get. Okay, the second time the probably 10th time I've had this dream. Again, I've had this so many times, but to the point now where I'm like, all right, like, what is this? It's not just a nightmare anymore. This has to be something. But the next thing I had, I remember I was with my dad, my father, and we were in Malibu Beach, guys. I don't know if you're familiar from California. I'm from California. I live in Arizona now, but we were in California, Malibu Beach, running away, guys. Running away, and we were so far that for some reason, we were even running past the mountains, and the water was still reaching the mountains. Luckily, we were able to get so far past mountains that the water stopped. It wasn't able to go past that, but all the way to the mountains, guys, the water was able to travel. And again, woke up in sweat, and I was like, what in the world? And this is where I get to the final one of that particular dream. But in this dream, I remember I was with my family. We were on Venice Beach, California. And this is all going to relate, guys. This is all going to kind of go together. Because from what I'm seeing now in videos on YouTube and the community and these similar dreams and experiences, this is what alarms me the most, because most people have these same kind of dreams, guys. And what alarms me is that people will see dreams. It says the man will, the young, they will see these dreams, hear these dreams, and what I'm seeing today in the news. That's the thing. I keep up with the news, and what I'm seeing now, it's very alarming because it's all kind of ties, guys. And again, I'll rush this as fast as I can. And the dream I had, I was with my family, Santa Monica or Venice Beach, and I think it was Santa Monica. And we're on the beach, guys, and a bunch of people everywhere is on the beach having a great time. And next thing you know, guys, again, massive tsunami is coming towards us. Guys, this wave is so big, nothing will survive this. The biggest thing that movie in the one with, what's his name, The Rock, where it's like the end of the world? Yeah, like that. So, no one's gonna survive that. No one will, it was bigger than that, guys. This is how big it was. And, I remember this dream that people were running, frantic. People were trying to hide. People were trying to do everything they could, but there was no way to escape it. My family were in a circle. We saw it coming. We knew we were going to die. There's no way to escape this. And we all looked at each other, and we just kind of held hands, and we started to pray. Now, you kind of meet yourself at that moment, and you kind of have to accept what's going to happen. And I think we all knew at that moment this was our last time together. And very kind of hits me thinking about it. But we were all together, and we prayed. Next thing you know, though, I was watching in a third perspective. So I was looking up like away. I was like standing in the air, kind of watching this happen. And we got sucked underground. So like a floor, like beneath, it was beneath the ground. For some, all of a sudden, it's like transported to this location. It's underground, and I remember it was like a military bunker. Like a red light was going off on, and we were captured underneath this bunker, underneath the ground. And I remember seeing it like the ground and then the top layer. So the ground, we were safe, but the top with everybody there, everybody died. I mean, this wave just came and just demolished guys. And woke up in sweat, thinking, what the hell? Like, excuse my language, but it was just, what in the world? Like, what was that all about? And so real, guys, so real. That's what kind of dream was so real. And I've had those dreams that are really real, but guys, this one just, I knew something. The dreams you had are so real, but this one was the most. I'll get to the next one, which is even the most detailed dream I've ever had, but it was just so real, guys. I knew that there was something about it. Like this had to mean something. And mind you, I even forgot to mention this, guys. I'm not, the how should I say this? I'm not the one to go out there and boast myself and be like, oh, I'm pretty spiritual. This and that. I try, guys, and I'm not. I try to do what is right at times, but I struggle a lot with a lot of things, and I'm thankful to God, and it's been really hard to kind of share this because I really prayed about this, and God's kind of confirmed it, I believe. I remember talking to somebody about these dreams, and I remember going on a run one time. This recently, I went on a run, and I prayed to God. I'm like, God, I'm stressing out. I was stressing out so bad about these dreams, guys. And this was like, it happened a month ago. Because it just was like, I have to do something. And I said, God, if this is real, I need anybody to tell me that this is real, right? The next day, guys, I was talking to somebody that I've been talking to for a while, and she's, she walks with God, and we kind of had a falling out a little bit, but she told me, she's like, hey, Anthony, I had a dream about you on the beach, and there was a massive tsunami coming, and that kind of just hit me, guys, because I knew, and it kind of gets me now. I'm just thinking about it now that was really had to be something, and talking about it now kind of just gives me the jitters a little bit. Because I think God confirmed it there. That's why I'm talking to you guys about this. And if you look at what's going on in the world today, guys, this will make sense, I promise you. And I'm sorry for taking this long, but I'm trying to get to this as fast as I can. The next dream I've had, guys, these are the last two I've had. The next dream I've had, again, the day after, I had the same kind of dream, but different. And if somebody out there can clarify or kind of pick this apart, it'd be great. But I was in Los Angeles, again, the West Coast. And I was walking around the city. And when I was walking, I looked in the sky. The sky was very green. It was like particles, like green particles kind of just floating in the air everywhere. Just crap in the air. I don't know what it meant, but it's just gross. Like there's some chemicals in the air. And, it didn't affect me, maybe because I don't know why, but it wasn't affecting me for some reason. I'm walking around, people seem to mind their own business, like they don't even see anything or whatever. And, I'm walking around and, people are I try talking to people, having small talk, but it's not happening. Everybody's just kind of rude, and I'm walking around, everybody's going to work, doing their daily routine, guys in their business suits, walking around. And, guys, I look over to the left, and what do you know? It's not a wave this time, guys. It's the size of the wave, the same length of the tsunami, but this time, it's fire. There is almost the same exact shape of the wave like tsunami, but it's fire. It's this massive wall, like a massive wall, skyscraper length of fire just blowing, like just the same end of the water. It's just blowing toward the city. And, everybody's trying to run again. You can't run that, guys. Everybody I mean, I don't know if anybody, from the looks of it, I don't know how anybody could survive that. Unless, again, you're in a bunker or something of that sort, maybe. But guys, this wave, there's no way from running for it. And I remember waking up and again, I was sweating. And I'm like, what is going on? At this point, I am having like panic attacks, guys. I am having anxiety through the roof. I can't sleep. I can't think. Going to work, it's just not happening because it was so real, guys. Again, when you get those things that just shake you up, and this happened twice, and this wave thing happened before that, so things were just happening. I'm like, and get actually, I was reading the Book of Revelation. That's the big thing. Is I was very interested. I read the Bible at times, guys. Not as much as I should be, and I admit that. So I'm not trying to even boast of it at all. I try to read it as much as I can. I definitely need to pick it up more. But I remember reading the Book of Revelation and reading about these things that happen, tribulation. These things that were happening, going to happen in the near future to this planet. A lot of devastation, guys. The seals. I mean, these were a lot of things that were going to happen. What kind of got me was I'm sorry, I'm going to try to get to this. I'm by a freeway, so I'm going to try to get to this as fast as I can. I'll be like 20 seconds, I'll be over the other side. I'll try to walk as fast as I can through this. I remember reading about wormwood, like a rock hitting being cast down, or if things been cast down from the sky and explode. There's a lot of things that are happening, are going to happen. And, I'm just very interested in the Book of Revelation. I think it's very, man, that book always, it just gets me. I love reading it because I love dissecting it. I love picking little things apart. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? Anyways, a night after, these dreams happened. Anyways, I'll kind of move to the last part. So my last part is, again, I woke up very confused, very scared. And I prayed. I prayed really hard about this. And I told my father about this, these dreams I've had. And he told me, at the time I was just very stressed. I think he saw it and he said, you know what? They're probably from the enemy. Disregard them. As any father should say, right? I mean, who wants to see their son like that, air conditioning? And I don't blame him. I thought, oh, surely this is not from God, right? This is probably from the enemy. What does a giant fire of wall mean? And these waves, it's probably just to scare me, right? And I thought that. And, but I prayed about it more after that. And that made less and less sense to me, I guess. It did. Because when I did my research and when I looked on YouTube, I see this giant community again who've had these similar experiences of these tsunamis. If it just happened tsunami or World War III or whatever, these dreams have happened to multiple people, guys. And that's the scary thing because it even says in the Bible, the men will have dreams, and dreams, sons have dreams, and it just kind of comes together. My last dream, and I'm going to keep this as fast as possible, or get through this as quick as I can. My last dream I've had, and this is the last one out of the three, was, this one kind of rocked me, was, again, guys, you can take my word for whatever you want, guys. Again, it's best to do your discern and pray, because ultimately you want to see God in all these things. And I'm just talking from my own experience, so you could literally take what I say with a grain of salt, but I really feel like God's been kind of nudging me to doing this, so I'm doing it. But the last dream I had was after these dreams in the same week. I remember it was very this one was a little blurry. I'll do my best to kind of describe it. I was running kind of like in the middle of the field. I couldn't say where exactly. I just know that it looked like there was like corn stalks, so kind of like in the field, so maybe like Midwest. I don't know exactly where. But I remember running. I was outside looking up in the sky, and there was like these little white puff clouds everywhere. I mean, like everywhere in the sky. Now, What can that mean? I don't know. Again, I'm still confused, and if anybody has any ideas what that might mean, then shoot me a text or leave a comment. But there's little white puffs, clouds in the sky everywhere. And where was the U.S. Army or our military? I couldn't say, guys. But I remember there was white puffs in the sky, and there was paratroopers, guys. There's paratroopers everywhere. I mean, all over. And they were landing. They're in the sky, landing on our soil. And I was running outside. I was running with I guess the time was with people. I don't know, like this kind of like cabin where we were running. And when we looked over, I looked over to my left. And first, so I saw planes and soldiers. Very, very kind of blurry, but I remember them being Russian. That's what I remember. I remember that these were Russian soldiers, like these planes that were coming across. I remember seeing like a red star, and I mean, it could be more of an old emblem, but I just knew that these were Russian guys, or some kind of Russian emblem was on it. I remember looking to my left, and I was seeing a formation of soldiers, like the march they were doing. This march, they're all in the same formation, tons of them. And I realized I was so confused because when I looked to the left, these were Chinese soldiers. Chinese. Just a whole army of them. And I remember running, guys, and we were trying to get away. We were trying to run as fast as we could. And this was the last part of the dream. And I remember looking to my left. And this was a little odd, but I remember seeing like a stack of TVs, guys, a bunch of like TV monitors, right? Like one massive power grid of a TV, like this mass, like almost seemed like it was like, I guess, one TV that kind of channel that they had, because all these TVs were connected to one, and they all had the same channel playing. And on this channel, I remember someone talking. I couldn't say who it was, but there was just someone, and all the TV that we had, everything was blocked. There was just one channel playing during this like invasion. Again, I can't tell you what it was. I just remember somebody talking and like giving a speech of some kind. But yeah, so that was the last part of that. And I remember waking up, and again, guys, just sweating. I was just so confused, and it just was a lot, guys. It was a lot, and it's been a lot on my mind about this. This dreams have really been a lot because, again, I've never had vivid dreams like this before, and the fact that the YouTube community, a lot of Christians have been seeing these dreams, similar dreams to World War III. And if you look at the news today, I follow the news. So again, Russia and China coming together, and the alliance that they have, and our tension with Russia. And again, if you look online, and this is the scary part. This is what really got me, guys. Russia has been developing weapons. They're very high in their technology. A lot of people think that they're kind of outdated, but fail to see what they've been developing. Think about it. We have our hands everywhere. We have so many things that we focus on. Celebrate things. We do so many things that we try to do as a country. I'm not saying they're bad, but I think a lot of times we focus on what's going on here in our own country. And, Russia is very much a country there. It's them, They've been doing this, developing, and really, I'm going to look at China too. China's really been up there too. But Russia's developed these submarines. And if you look up and type in what is it called? It's a Poseidon. The Poseidon submarine, which the missile was called Poseidon. Guys, this is an atomic bomb submarine. It's able to launch these missiles, which is bigger than the atomic bomb itself. I mean, this is triple the size of what we've used in Hiroshima. Underwater though, underwater submarine, capable of bypassing what we can do. When somebody launches a missile like that, you can't stop that. You can't stop a missile from, if you shoot it, it's gonna still cause them waves. It's gonna cause damage. So that's the scary thing. We have all this technology. We have these air defense, but down there in the water, it's a different ball game. And again, if that thing goes off in the water, that's able to create a tsunami that can level cities, guys. It can level states. Think about it. I mean, I looked on YouTube and seen people have similar dreams of seeing the West Coast and the East Coast completely destroyed by a wave tsunami, and even like Portland or Oregon and these different states, and it's just scary, guys, because something big is coming. Something big is coming, and we've gone astray so far in our country, and I love this country, guys. I do. I love this country. But to say that we are backing God and everything we do, we really can't say that. I mean, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, New York, Miami, these are all cities in the old Sodom and Gomorrah, and then maybe their sins have gotten so far that God is a loving God, but He's also a righteous God. And I've been struggling with this, guys. I've really been like, God, why would you allow this? Why people, innocent people, and guys, I don't have the answers. Now, this is not good news. I know that, but it's something I thought I should share because, I've been praying for people who live in California, and a lot of people won't believe me, guys. A lot of people are not going to believe me. People need to kind of share this too, and guys, I don't know if people are really going to appreciate it much, but I've had these streams made for a reason, and I thought I should get this off my chest and kind of share what's happened. And if anybody has any insight, please leave a comment. If you can give me, if you have some thoughts on this, leave a comment. If you want to shoot me a message. I'll reply. I just wanted to share this and pray about this more, and I have, and I thought it was the right time. So again, guys, hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay strong, and again, do your research, pray about these things. I'm sharing, and I feel like God's been telling me to share it, so I'm doing it now. So anyways, have a great